All right, welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Scott. My next guest is Trinidad Ramos from LUBMMA. He's going to explain what that means, but it's basically a news website all about everything to do with MMA here in the Valley and across the nation. How are you?
Pretty good.
How long has this been around?
It's been around for a couple years, and it's just now kicking up some news and making its movement and making some noise out in the MMA media.
Okay. LUB? What does LUB mean?
Well, just like everybody who has a interest is a fanatic in a certain event. We love MMA, so it's just a short term for LUBMMA.
But it's LUB with a V.
Yes.
Why not with a V?
That's just the direction that the owner decided to go with on the site. Yeah.
LUBMMA.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I went to your website, what kind of things would I find on there?
You'll see a coverage from past events, upcoming events, inside scoops. You will see articles just in general about the fighters, outcomes, anything related to MMA we would promote or have listed on our site. So actually on our site also, you're able to find our shows. We have a show that goes out weekly, and we interview fighters in depth, and we have a host that covers that show with fighters. It's called In the Box with Dan Cox, so he'll bring in amateur fighters, up-and-coming amateur fighters, or established fighters with promotions such as Invicta FC, or the UFC, or RFA. We have several different organizations that we try to reach out to their fighters and bring them on board and bring them on our show. We also have short clips that we bring our viewers or fans up to pace with, and we call that our Your MMA Update. So like for instance, this past week we had two shows that were pretty big for the MMA world. You had the UFC 184 and Invicta FC 11. I attended both. So what our show would do is they capitalized on the main card, and they did a coverage for the Rousey and Kat Zingano fight. So that's the type of things you'll find on our website.
Ronda Rousey won in 14 seconds.
Yes, it was 14 seconds.
And you were there. How cool was that?
It was really cool. It was short, but
Yeah.
you know, it was great to be a part of. The UFC put together a pretty good event. A lot of things to do. They had a UFC fan village, kind of like a tailgate party, but they had fighters out there and different activities that you can get involved with.
Yeah. And we just had the event recently at Save Mart Center, Bellator.
Yes, Bellator MMA. I attended that also. The good thing about Bellator MMA, when they come down into town, they put on a lot of local fighters. So they have fighters out of Visalia, as far up as like Merced, as far down south as like Bakersfield. So there were some pretty local guys from Fresno that were on the card as well.
If I asked you, is there one fighter right now here in the Valley that you're keeping an eye on that you know is going to make it to the big MMA events? Is there someone like that you're seeing right now?
Actually, yes. The past two Bellator MMA events that I went to, there was a gentleman by the name of Chris Honeycutt. And
I'm writing this down. Chris Honeycutt. Okay.
Yes. He was on the last Bellator card, and that was my second time seeing him fight. And
young guy?
Yeah, he was successful, and he won also. So, yeah, he's doing pretty good.
So you think he really has a chance at going all the way?
Yeah. It's
a tough world.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a fast-paced
one injury and you're out.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you can get a torn ACL. You can get various injuries that will keep you sidelined for a while. But hopefully he stays healthy and he can further his career and maybe even eventually make it up to the UFC.
Did you ever fight?
No, I have not.
Well, no, why not?
It's just never went that route.
You just want to write about it.
Well, actually, I'm the head of the public and media relations for LUBMMA. So what I do is I help
promote it.
Exactly. And then what we do is help get talent on our show. I attend events, help take photos, help promote the website. About our website is with all that information that people visit, and they get to share the news, and they get to comment about it and share it on all the social media platforms. The good thing about our company is that we are a nonprofit organization. So any revenue generated by the ads that are on our site, along with our stories, is that revenue goes 100% back to the fighters. So right now we currently sponsor 4 fighters. There actually 5. We have one male fighter. His name is Carlos Sanchez. And then we have 4 female fighters. We have Lacey Shookman, Cindy Dandwell, and Jesse Jess, and Amanda Bobby Cooper. So with our revenue that we generate from our website goes right back to the fighters. So we have a project that we sponsor a fighter, and then we have our Community Strong. So Community Strong could be an individual like yourself that'll join our website and share our stories. And when they're viewed and seen, the revenue generated goes right back to the fighter. So for their training camp, there's fees like gym fees, their special diets that they need to cut weight, travel. Those types of things helps the fighter that we sponsor, helps them get through their fight career.
Yeah. All right. So how can folks find out more about your organization?
They can visit us at LUBMMA.com.
That's L-U-B.
L-U-B.
B.
MMA.com. And we're on all the social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
All right. Trinidad, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Trinidad Ramos from LUBMMA right here on Central Valley Talk.